let me show you how to create a dedicated LFE track here. So let's add another audio track. This is going to be a mono track. I'm going to call it LFE, and let us make it orange. I've made this selected clip orange, so deselect that first. Let's make the track orange. Now, you could use the panner. Just reset that again because I clicked on it. Now, on the panner, you could mute all the speakers and bleed in the LFE level. But that's a lot of effort because Cubase makes it very easy to route things directly to outputs rather than the panner. So I'm just going to solo this track. I'm going to put my voice on here, which is not great practice, but it's going to work for now. And I'm going to go here to my surround bus. Now you can see at the moment it's just going to my surround output main, and my panner determines the balance of which of these tracks it goes to. But I could route it straight to LFE, and it tells me there it's on the LFE of the surround main. Now we don't have a panner. Have a look here, there is no panner because there's nothing to pan. It's a mono signal going to a mono output, and this will go straight to my LFE. I am the, which you now won't hear as an LFE because I've patched everything to this recording, but that is how you have your LFE track. Now remember, good practice would be to add some kind of low pass. Let's go to our track settings and go to our equalizer, and you can see here if I enable my high cut, it's at the moment right at the top, so let's bring that down, and actually let's type in the number that I want, and I want 120. Now you'll see this is a very gentle slope, so it only cuts fully by 500, so I am going to try to change the slope, and you do that by clicking on there. It's on 12 decibels per octave. I'm going to make it quite an aggressive slope there, which is not updating because I changed the wrong one. That can stay on 12. Let's make this one 36 decibels per octave, and I'm going to make my slope, my low cut, start at 80 hertz already, and you can see it's fully cut by, here it's on minus 24 decibels by 150 hertz. So you can play around with that. You can make it even steeper and have it on 48, and then you're only sending the correct low frequency content to this LFE channel, which is good practice. Now you can just do that with a specific low pass or high cut filter, but you can, I'm going to bypass that. You can also do that with dedicated surround tools, like Waves has got this LFE mono plugin, which is just this, that has the correct presets of 80 hertz or 120 hertz, and you can tailor that further. That does exactly the same thing. This is nothing more than a high cut or a low pass, but it's dedicated for this kind of use. So we don't need both, so let me remove this plugin and re-enable my equalizer built in on the track. And just for you maybe to hear something like this on headphones, let's do something very stupid and just select my voice here and let me transpose my voice down to -8. Let's go even further. Let's go to -11 and boost the level a little bit. And you can hear it's only got that low thumpy stuff that's going to come through now because of our filter. And as I've said before, a better practice would be to use specific low-end sweeteners and other subsonic or low-end effects on a dedicated track like this. Now, your LFE is not the only place where you might want to do direct routing like this. Let's say you have a dedicated dialogue track. Let's reset my ridiculous transposition here and get my voice back onto our mono track. And you don't specifically, again, want to use your panner to get it front and center. You're never going to pan it anywhere, it's just your dialogue, you could in such a case also output directly to your center channel. That way you know there's not going to be any mistaken panning where you do anything strange. This is always going to come out loud and clear from your center speaker. Last thing I want to show you here is it's very easy to write panning automation. I am opening my, shouldn't have clicked there. I wonder if there's an easier way to open the panner. You can switch off the panner with the off button there, and that's just going to play it. That's just going to play it front and center then. Let's just reset the panner. Must find a better way to do that. But have a look. I'm going to write automation, and then I'm going to do our swirly rotation speaker here. And you can see it's written all of these automation lanes, which you can go zoom in and tailor and do stuff to. And I can then switch off right, and then it'll just read this automation. Or I can globally disable my read automation, and it's just going to ignore all of this stuff. Or it can read it again. So very easy to use automation and show and hide it in Cubase and Nuendo.